I'm a little nervous tonight. I want things to be right. Nice hat. Pulled down over your face. It's a very important night. Be busy. Do something. Come on, dummy. Come on. Now, it's time. Live and in living color. The greatest world's heavyweight champion in the history of this great sport. And it's my pleasure to introduce...
It's Sunday night and the week's been rough. Maybe you didn't catch up on all your wrestling stuff. Welcome to a show you can trust, with Nathan has skill pumps and Giandra LaBeouf. Illuminerdi wrestling order, keeping up with everything wrestling every week, kinda sorta. If you missed it, we got you. We might have missed it too. So let's talk through the stuff we did get to. Down under like a didgeridoo, but aim at the top spot. Power Rangers show, we looking at you. It's all the same Illuminerdi crew, but our show is COVID sick. Y'all, seasonal flu. We've been through a producer or two. Now Shay's riding with us and he's stuck like glue. We all are rated with curse words, weed, liquor, and brew. But we ask Joe for forgiveness, not permission. I thought that you knew. Hey, is this gonna get me in trouble, man? This is some fucking.
Oh shit!
Can't believe we were set up like this.
You know what? To be honest, I'm surprised there hasn't been a platform like, say, a Barstool that has an OnlyFans aspect.
I think we have audio now.
Yes. Okay. Well, disregard all that I just said. Thank you, Dad.
It's true.
Do we
Not the wrongers.
For real.
Oh, did I spell it wrong? RANGE. No, Rangers. I got it.
Is that an A?
It even better. That makes it. Let me put my.
You're just so fucking old now. You can't read.
That's true.
All right, how's
All
that?
right. We're being set up.
By the damn Rangers.
Do we have volume again?
Yeah, we good.
All right.
All right, we're lit. So thank you guys. So Pumps has had a good week. The Big 4-0. Big Nate Dog, what's up with you? How was your week?
It was all right. I've had my lady's dad and stepmom staying with us for the last week.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, no sex in the champagne room, eh?
It's been a week.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me.
Yeah, so no, it's been fun. It's been fun. They moved to Costa Rica, so they're here.
Well, what's it like to have money?
Yeah. I don't think it's Costa Rica. I mean,
It might be.
Not the fucking Maldives. But yeah, other than that, just getting ready for this Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Heading
buddy.
to Utah, on Wednesday, so that should be cool.
Cool. Well,
Yeah,
over here on the island of Inglewood, the baby has returned home from school for Thanksgiving break. And, we had some company over here yesterday, some cousins who were visiting. So, getting ready for the week. It's the wee one's birthday also on Tuesday. So that is cool. And yeah, same thing. Getting ready, trying to figure out. I want to cook something non-traditional for Thanksgiving. And I don't know what yet. Like, I want to make like pad thai or like just something just so far off the radar. So we'll see.
I like it.
Well, we stay hungry.
Yes. Okay.
Pumps, let's talk about your new facial hair real quick before we get into the.
You like it? It's the Harley race.
Yeah.
Put your hands where I can see them.
It's because
It's the
Survivor
Triple H.
Series was
It's
so
your
entertaining. I had to.
Is this your homage to Paul Levesque?
God no.
Oh, that's how I see it.
Well, that's awful. I hate that now. Thanks.
Pumps, do you have a motorcycle?
No.
Okay. You need a motorcycle.
People
Well,
in Tennessee can't drive, so that's a no on the old motorcycle.
Minimally, when we get all together next summer, we got to do some kind of photo shoot together of some sort.
Oh, yeah.
We have to you have to start brainstorming ideas now for your most interesting facial hair, whether it be you got to start thinking now. Nate, you got to film another music video since we'll be on another locale. Go run up Nate's music video. And then I want to just go somewhere where it's looking real America. Take some pictures.
Tennessee is it.
I could get one of the Blue Men to be in your next music video if we film it here, Nate.
What?
Yeah, I'm friends with one of the Blue Men.
That is gold.
Huh?
Like the Vegas show, like the dudes that beat the drums?
Yeah.
Okay, before we get into this wrestling Pumps,
There's been a whole bunch of them. I mean, one of the originals?
Well,
No, he's in it now.
I know with the Discovery.
Wow, that's weird, random.
What was the discovery? How does one find out that, oh yeah, I'm in the Blue Man group? What was the sense of discovery for that?
That's
what
how
was
he was
covered?
introduced to me.
This is homeboy, the Blue Man.
This is so and so. He's in the Blue Man group. Oh, neat.
Wow, that's
Were you at Impact?
No, he frequents the Centennial.
the Centennials where we had the
Yes.
Swayze party.
Where Swayze Day was, yes.
It's a bar. It's a bar in
Okay, well then, okay,
Does
that's
Mrs. Pump
good
work there?
context.
She works at their other location making pizzas now, but she used to work there. Yes.
Yeah. She used to work there.
Cool. Well, thank you everybody for getting back with us. We were out of commission last week because Spectrum in Los Angeles, California is absolute trash. So screw them. And yeah. So, but we're back, and we're back for Survivor Series, and we're going to talk about some more stuff from last week. Had some good stuff going on with AEW. Going to talk about that stuff, talk about this stuff, and then we're going to call it a night. So,
and then we go rumble. We're going to take your face off.
Decimation, defecation. I always want him to say defecation, but I know he doesn't. But I know that like that rhymes also with MC fucking Brock.
If you were watching the show tonight, every time Nate or Pump spits a lyric from the Rock song, you have to take a sip or take a shot of whatever is in your house. Remember, when you hear some of those lyrics, if you hear any of it, you have to take a shot. So, where shall we begin? Nate, you want to start with the AEW pay-per-view from last week, or how you want to do it?
I don't know. I guess we should run through Survivor Series first, just because it wasn't as good
Thank
at
God
all.
we can end on a high note.
Yeah, and because the AEW had more stuff to talk about, which we would have already talked about last week. Yeah. Stay for that. Well, like my man Daz says, it was a Survivor Series. It was definitely, that's the name of it. The first match. Yeah, everybody showed up. Hey, how good was it when Vince pulls up in the limo and everybody like has to like cheer? Like you saw that? Like everybody like clapping, like all the, and I just kept thinking that they were all just clapping that they didn't get cut again in the last line of.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that too.
And then he brings the egg out, and then nobody knows what it is, and so he has to give him like the keep clapping for the egg fucking sign.
I was so confused. It was like Vince was sounding like when your batteries are going to go out.
Vince sounded like the first 3 minutes of this show.
No, Sam. No, not. But
yeah. So,
egg.
For the first match, we had Becky. We had Becky and Charlotte. Pumps, what did you think of that match?
I don't know why you'd give it away first. I had nothing to look forward to after that.
I know, right? That's how we keep you. We put those matches on towards the end of the card.
Yeah. I mean, put that
it was
on
good.
Before, Yeah. I mean, it was a great way to start. Fell off a cliff after that.
Yes,
yeah, it was I didn't even remember half of the matches that were going to be on the card when the thing started. You know what I mean? Like I knew the main, I knew Becky and Charlotte, and then everything else was kind of like, oh yeah, that's happening. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Jay, what did you think about the Becky Charlotte match?
Ooh, I liked it. I thought they were working hard. They were doing some good stuff. The chemistry was good. I liked the little seeds they planted with the little podcast interviews in the lead up to this, and they really fought like they had beef, and it was nice. They did some nice things out there. I like Becky's new updated sexy look. Okay, sexy mom, go ahead, girl. And but more importantly, they did a lot of things that I haven't seen either of them do in a while. We didn't just get the same old moonsaults, the same old, the same type from their industries. Like they look evolved, and that's what I liked in some regards.
Yeah,
don't look at me like that.
It seemed like they were both. Yeah, you were roboting out for a minute. You were Vincent out for a minute. It seems like they generally don't really like each other, and I don't know if that's real or fake. I don't know if that's like, is it? You think that's real? Heat Pumps. You're the fucking insider.
Allegedly, but that was also like 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago. So
right.
I don't know.
I mean, maybe it is, and that's why the match looked.
I believed it until like Becky went on interviews and stuff, was like, we used to be friends. I was like, all right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
So they clearly hugged it out.
Right.
And like once the announcers started talking about it.
Yeah, I was feeling it too, because it was a very believable thing because of how it went and how they would, chant for Becky when she was out, when Charlotte would come out, or even when she was still there. So I thought it was some real heat. But yeah, I feel you. Once they started doing the media circuit, then it's like, all right, y'all. All
right. So Becky picks up the win.
Becky Butt Cheeks.
Which is Becky Butt Cheeks this week, picks up the win. It seemed to be a pattern. SmackDown seemed to lose almost all the matches, except for the main.
Yeah.
Like
I feel like that happens all the time. Like Vince be like, "Fuck them" on the blue brand when it gets.
Yeah, like we're gonna put our most over, our best act, whatever you want to call Roman, on SmackDown, but we're just gonna also have all the Raw guys win.
And maybe that was part of the Tribal Chief's conditions that no, I gotta look like Captain Save-'em at the end and hold it down. Even the Usos lost.
I know, and they were wearing white too. Or was that Seth? Or was that Steph when they wear white? When he wears white?
I said the same thing. When they wear white, they usually are not fucking around, and they get whack. And to them, assholes.
All right, so the next match we had was the 5-on-5, correct? It was the male 5-on-5 that made zero sense to me. I just
hey, there's breaking news. Oh no, that's not that one. Never mind. That's the Battle Royal.
Oh, what? You have breaking news out of a Battle Royal?
Yeah, but we're not at the Battle Royal.
All right, get there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it did nothing for me. This seems like a television match. I don't know. And as much as I love Pat McAfee, he needs to dial it back just a little bit. He's on the Tony Schiavone, this is the greatest night in the history of wrestling.
And I'm like,
you can't love Morrow and dislike McAfee for the exact same style.
No, that's not
because
true.
It's not the exact same style at all.
It is. They just yell words.
No,
yeah, they do.
Well, you know what? Maybe I have a different perspective because I see Morrow in other sports, and I've seen him call other sports as their person. But no, Pat, it's like your drunk uncle who gets hype at everything. And it's like, calm down, Unc. That's not the best drop kick I ever did. And that's what he gives me. So yes, he don't have to be on 10 for every match.
It's just yelling words like desecration, defamation, escalating.
Well, where's my liquor?
He probably has a kicking ass headache every time they finish a broadcast.
Yeah. So, who won this one? Seth?
I wasn't paying attention.
Yes, Seth won. Seth was the winner of that. Before we get to Seth winning, please, I beg of you, anyone who's watching this, please let's start a campaign. Can we get rid of this Happy Corbin shit?
They really call him Happy.
They do.
And we're supposed to know who. And Happy with the drop kick. What?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's awful.
It is so bad. It's like, I feel like it's almost like purgatory. Like that's worse than jobbing to me. Like to have a character that's just so irreverent, doesn't make sense. No one likes or gets it. They're giving him all these promos, but the promos are dumb. And it just don't make no damn sense.
And
At
Kevin
what point
Owens,
does he?
Yeah, sorry, go on.
No,
yeah, I was gonna say, and Kevin Owens, who's one of the only interesting persons in this match, just like walks out, leaves, like he's not even fucking in it.
Because he's got 3 weeks left on his deal.
You think he's leaving?
Absolutely.
I hope he sells out for the money.
We need to put that
Why,
in the
so he
poll.
can get cut?
There's no way Kevin Owens. They're backing the Brinks truck up to Kevin Owens.
You're out of your mind.
They're not just
Dad,
going to go without a fucking offer.
There's
Anyway.
no chance. They cut Braun Strowman. If they could cut Braun Strowman,
whack.
but he was the most WWE guy, prototypical Vince guy you could find.
Get these hands.
Pumps, I think you're a prototypical Vince guy.
Oh.
That cuts deep.
Can we talk? Can we talk about Jeff Hardy's outfit and hair?
Yeah.
It was so bad it was distracting. Like his hair was. Sounds so like
This is the shit you say about women's matches. So please go ahead.
I can't believe I'm even like complaining about this, but it was like dry and then like his outfit looked like it was just a black t-shirt with his awful cargo pants, and he looked like the goth kid that got stuck in a class group with the cool kids on campus, and he was there right at the very end. I don't see why they cut all of these young talent and then keep Jeff fucking Hardy around. I don't understand. I don't get it. Jeff
Hardy, to me, was looking like when I try to pop up someplace where there's hella young girls. And it's just like, Auntie, what are you doing here? That's what Jeff giving me tonight with the throwback look 90s. Hair was just, I'm used to Jeff hooking it up with the muscle. At least have it tight. If that's your swag, cool. Yeah. But have it tight. He looked like he was like, oh, this clean. Mm-hmm. And then went right on to work. Oh, it's a pay-per-view? My bad.
What was that? Victory Road 2014, where Sting had to pin him in like 2 seconds because he was so high.
Drunk. Yeah. I mean, I don't think he's back on the sauce or anything, but
I hope not.
He needs to pull it together. I don't know. Have your hair pulled back or something, buddy. I don't know. He looked like fucking a homeless guy.
I need to bring back this version of the music back.
He looked like he's under the underpass of the fucking 405, dude. It was awful.
Oh shit. Word. Yeah, that was not kosher.
Yeah. So then we had what else happened in that match? Oh yeah, they had the big moment with Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley, who were literally just on the same brand like fucking a month ago. And when they got in the ring together, the announcers acted like they hadn't seen each other in years. Like they had this absolute blood feud and when they stepped in, like we were just supposed to go, oh shit, it's happening. It's McIntyre and Lashley. And it's like, dog, they literally wrestled 1,000 times in the last calendar year. Yeah, it was. I agree. Yeah, that shit made me laugh.
Yeah, it's just pretty whack. The whole match was just.
I think they gave. I'm convinced that they gave Xavier Woods the King of the Ring thing, just to stroke his nerdy love of nerd wrestling stuff, because they just beat his ass every week too. Like every week. Yeah, he just gets like fucked up. Like he gets no respect.
Because it don't make sense for him to be a gracious king. He has to flip the script. It makes no sense.
Yeah, I'm totally convinced they did that just to give him a little pat on the head and be happy, because they don't give him no love as the king. All right. So
well, his channel is off right now.
Oh, it is? The up, down, down one?
Yeah, so I was reading some stuff that said he really is not the owner. WWE owns it. And the people who are connected with the production of the site and the, creating whatever content that they create are not working. And because they're trying to strike some kind of new deal. So maybe it was a pacifier with that too.
Pumps, you have anything? You're up on the game world stuff.
Yeah, I had heard forever that was a WWE property, but they stayed out of it. So,
like, they just let him do his thing.
Yeah, because they started it so long ago, and he's been doing it for so long that it was just under the radar, and it was just something that nobody really gave a shit about. But
right,
yeah. So it doesn't surprise me that it's finally caught up with him now.
Gotcha. All right, so next we have what was the next match? Was it the Royal? Yeah, the Rock's 25th anniversary Survivor Series Battle Royal, right?
The pizza match.
Tale as old as time. You always are ready for this one every year.
I remember the 24th annual Rock Royal Rumble Battle Royal.
The 17th annual Rock, the 17th Rock annual Survivor Series Battle Royal was probably my favorite.
Yeah.
But this one is the 25th. What was the breaking news coming out of this other than it sucked?
AJ Styles is vaccinated because if you're working Barclays, you have to be vaccinated.
Yeah.
If you don't believe me, ask Kyrie.
I just came back from New York. I couldn't even walk in the hotel I was staying in without being vaccinated. Any indoor space, you must be vaccinated. Good job, AJ.
And
shocked.
And you're shocked because he claims religious exemption? Is that the deal?
I mean, that's not where I was going to take it, but you brought it there, so yeah.
I mean, I'm assuming.
Among other things.
Like?
I would say you're trying to get me canceled. I mean, I would say it's either religious exemption or my body, my choice, but you know.
Right. Yeah.
Let's go, Brandon. I mean, what more do you
want? So Omos won this match doing absolutely nothing, and I love him. We love Omos. He's a great. We're trying to get you on the show.
Did they bring out Giant Gonzalez? Did I see him when I looked up from my phone?
Somebody's big was in there.
I don't. Which another spot that made no sense. They have the big Indian guy who's like 7 feet tall too.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
They had a fucking
Colonel Z at first, but it wasn't him.
Yeah, they had him do the face off, and then almost just threw his ass out of the ring.
Like, wait, did they rumble? Did they take their face off?
Did they rumble? Did they...
Take a shit.
Yeah, so I didn't understand that spot either. But he had like 9 eliminations or something, so you know, I don't know.
I mean, that's got to be a record for the 25th annual Rock Memorial Battle Royal Rumble.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think
25.
Fuck. God damn it. Who was it? Who when they brought back Earthquake underneath the mask?
Golga?
Golga? Yeah. Golga eliminated 6 guys in the 17th annual Rock Survivor Series Battle Royal. I
mean, I don't know if I would have been more like the 7th. I don't know about the 17th.
I get so excited for them that I get them mixed up.
I know. I mean, really, you got to mark your calendars around the
Rock Royal Rumble.
The Rock and Royal Rumble Battle Royal.
The Rock and Battle Royal Rumble.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sponsored by Pizza Hut.
Oh, is it? Yes. Oh. Okay. Which one is the heavier set Street Profit? It's Montrez Ford is the skinny one.
Yes.
And that
Aldo Montoya.
And Angelo
Dawkins.
Angelo Poffo.
Angelo Dawkins could not wait to get his hands on some of that pizza. And fucking Montrez Ford was throwing it out like he would if he found that shit in his fucking refrigerator, because he does not get that cut by eating fucking pizza. And when they got to the end and they had him take a bite, he took like the smallest bite.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking Angelo Dawkins was double fisting pepperonis back there, just fucking.
He was holding that pizza like it was a stranger's dick.
He wanted to get rid of all of that shit so that it didn't make it to the back, so his partner couldn't over.
All I kept thinking was the way he was chucking the fuck out of that pizza into the crowd. Somebody somewhere in that crowd was beating their neighbor's ass to get that rampant. They just finished a wrestling match and now they're touching all the pizza and tossing it in the crowd. Somebody was whipping ass for that slice.
That pizza was cold as shit too, and hard as a rock.
I wanted to see in the crowd eating it, because you know for damn sure somebody caught a slice.
Hell yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
I don't know. Brooklyn's got good pizza. I don't think they're really beating down the doors for Pizza Hut.
Dawkins was back there looking for ranch, dog.
We say
all right.
Damn it.
Then we had whatever it was with Nakamura and our boy.
That was on the pre-show.
It was?
Yeah, Priest and Nakamura. That was on the pre-show.
Oh, all right. So then we're going right into the women Survivor Series?
Uh-huh.
Sounds right.
Okay. All right. Tell us about it, guys.
Oh, what'd you do, Nate? Did you make food?
I might have missed that one.
Were you a little hungry?
Yeah, maybe.
Huh.
Tell us all about this amazing 5-on-5 women's Survivor Series match. I caught the end.
Red vinyl is on sale this month, clearly, because red vinyl.
Yes.
Out
Do you
there.
notice that everybody? I thought it was a Raw thing, like hey, we're wearing red. But then I realized that Red Notice is like the fucking sponsor, so that's why everybody was wearing red. I was assuming, like even Roman had a red glove.
Yep. Everybody had some red worked into their shit some way, somehow. Yeah. Oh my God. Carmella, I know she's got
better storytelling than when they were foreshadowing CM Punk coming to AEW.
Oh, shut up.
How subtle and good.
This guy. So the ladies did their thing. I mean, it was what it was. Selena Vega's doing her little Regal thing, which I could actually get with because it's an actual character choice, unlike what Xavier is doing. Xavier is trying to be too smart with it, and it needs to be more interesting than smart. And other than that, Bianca Belair won the match. Yay. Welcome back.
Yay.
Woohoo. Rhea Ripley got jobbed out.
Of course.
I mean, it's bad.
Something else. Why can't they just have a long-running feud? Like, build them to a feud, Bianca and Rhea. I would enjoy that. And have Shayna kind of like an auxiliary part of it, too, because they were all in NXT together around the same time, and they had their thing going around then.
NXT 1.0 doesn't count.
Yeah.
You know what NXT reminds me
of?
Bringing
that old shit in here.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember if they ran these commercials where you live, but I know Nate's gonna remember because he probably was up at night watching TV or something, and they used to have the commercial that would be like blonde girls.
Oh yeah, we had those.
I swear to God, that's what the NXT promos look like to me. Black girls, blonde girls, redhead girls.
Yeah. Terrible. Waiting by the phone.
Call now.
For you to call right now.
Ugh.
So yeah, that's all I got for the women. Ladies, you disappointed me tonight. You really did. You really, really did. And
they didn't even do a good job with what they had.
None of them did. None of those multi-people matches did anything for me. Neither of the men's matches, specifically the Rock's 25th commemorative battle royal. I think I took a few laps around the house here. And then the ladies match, I expected more. I mean, Bianca was cool, but the crowd was ice cold. Ice cold. Ice cold. I couldn't hear the crowd at all until it was time for Roman and Big E.
Pumps, who has talented women's roster, AEW or WWE?
WWE.
So if you took the WWE's female roster and put it and swapped it with AEW, that you think they would run with it better?
Yes.
All right, next witness.
I mean, yes.
Yes.
Jim, step down.
All right.
They would have more freedom, and you could see the personality come out. I mean, Charlotte got over because of her dad, and Becky got over because of Botchapotamus. They were happy accidents. It wasn't planned. It wasn't good booking. It was.
But they're good wrestlers.
Absolutely. But Sasha Banks was in there tonight, and like Jay said, that crowd was ice cold.
Ice cold. And the SmackDown chicks, they actually look hard. Like they look like a nice little unit coming to the ring. And that was the best part of the match for me. Just them walking to the ring instead of being in the ring like the Raw roster.
Yeah.
All right. So we bring ourselves to the only good match of the night, pretty much. Yeah. I mean, Charlotte and Becky was second best match, I guess, if I did guess. Big E and Roman. I think Pump said it best on our group chat when he said that was a 3-star match on a negative 5-star show.
I figured I struck a nerve when nobody replied.
I thought it was actually spot on.
Yeah, I didn't disagree.
Yeah, wasn't disagree at all. I really don't know why Big E hasn't been put into a major spot sooner. When given the time, I mean, where'd they go? They went 20-25 tonight, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's the Cesaro problem. You know he can do it. It's just
right.
They're just never gonna let him do it.
Yeah, I just think they don't have any stories for anyone to do anything really.
I saw Cesaro. All I kept thinking was he should have had his suit on.
Yeah. Yeah, I think not having to do pay-per-views anymore is officially hurt the product. And I'm sure Pumps is going to say it's been that way for a long time. Right? No, but what you know what I'm saying? Because we're going to talk about Full Gear right now because we didn't get a chance to talk about it last week because of the internet.
Damn you, Spectrum.
And I think it's a pay-per-view that we should talk about because it was really, really fucking good. And I feel like if the WWE didn't have to do one of these every month, then they might try harder to build stories instead of just sell merchandise. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense?
I mean, merch is the lowest it's ever been, though. As far
I know,
as sales.
But I guess when I say merchandise, I mean like it's. Everything is super fast like that. You know what I mean? Like everything they do is just changes from one fucking instant to the next. And there isn't any sort of build with anybody. So that's why any pay-per-view seems like it just seemed like another Monday Night Raw with no fucking, without backstage segments. You know what I mean? It doesn't feel like a pay-per-view or a big event anymore, I guess, to me.
Yeah. I agree.
And Survivor Series should be one that should feel like that.
Crown Jewel, you know sure did feel like a big deal, though.
Yeah, well, they gave him a crown fucking jewel. That's why.
Because they took everybody off, so now everybody got to work the pay-per-view now.
Yeah. So,
I think I'm.
You think what?
I think my Wi-Fi is dragging. I feel like I'm a beat behind.
Yeah.
You.
little bit. Now you are for sure. Now you're frozen.
Frozen. Oh.
There you're back.
Am I back?
Yeah, you're so
back. Okay. Cool. Sorry about that.
All good. All good. All right. Well, let's talk about a good pay-per-view, shall we? Pumps, I know you've got some notes from Full Gear, buddy.
Oh, I thought we were going to talk about New Japan. No, I'm just kidding. Oh. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, sure.
All right. Well, let's run through it here, bud.
Okay.
I'm going to get more.
Okay, I'm bringing up the card right now so I can just because I forgot.
Gotcha.
All right.
Jay said, "Fuck this."
Yeah.
No, I'm going to go get one.
No, I know. I'm giving you shit.
All right, so we started off the show hot with MJF and Darby Allin.
What?
And are you okay? Sorry, there was a fucking pre-match.
Yeah, there was two.
Oh, I thought I only have one.
Well, yeah. This was the Dante Martin thing that I started taking notes on.
Oh, okay.
And I just wrote, like, is he, like, wealthy or something? Why does everybody want him on his team? I don't understand that. But
yeah, I don't really understand the Dante Martin thing either. I think he's a high flyer and he's cool, but like
what are they going to do when his brother's back? Like, are they not going to be a tag team anymore?
Yeah, is it because he's young? And they want to mold him. I started Full Gear with MJF and Darby Allin. So if you have something to say about the other matches, by all means, buddy.
I do. There was another match on the pre-show, and my notes went as follows. Oh, God, Nyla Rose. Ooh, Jamie Hayter. And that's where my notes stopped.
All right.
I mean, it's a Nyla Rose match. I feel bad. I'm all for inclusivity and things of that nature, but I mean,
she shouldn't be wrestling with chicks. Just say it.
No, that's not what I mean. She's just not good. Well, yeah, but we have different opinions on that. But she's just not good.
Right.
So, yeah, I don't know. I'm over Nyla Rose in her current incarnation.
Do they bring in Nia Jax and
they fucking better not
and rehash? Hear me out. A female version of the Natural Disasters, and it's Nyla Rose and Nia Jax.
I mean, if it's in 20-second squash matches, sure.
Yeah, and they're the Natural Disasters, bro. They could be like Tornado and
Flood.
Wildfire. But I think oh fuck, I'm hot. Okay. Can we get back to the match that started the show for real now?
Yeah, Max and Darby.
Max and Darby. Probably my second
Just
favorite.
because you didn't watch the buy-in doesn't mean that our audience didn't, okay? You know D-Star wanted my thoughts on Nyla Rose and Jamie Hayter.
I think my fucking Natural Disasters tag team is lit. This is probably my second favorite match of the night. MJF, fuck. Go on.
Huh?
I thought you were gonna say something.
No. I was just agreeing with you.
Oh. MJF has the Adam Cole disease. If he was fucking 3 inches taller, he would have been even bigger than he is now. You know what I mean? Like, I think people give him a hard time, like he can't wrestle, and he obviously can. I just think it's because he's short.
I don't think he's had to actually wrestle. You know what I mean? Like, he's never. The only time he had to really wrestle was against Cody.
Right.
Like, he did the Cody thing, and I guess there's probably a few I'm forgetting, but in like actual wrestling match, I mean, he got a Matt Classic out of Darby Allin. I mean,
I know.
I mean,
Darby Allin needs to gain some weight. Is Darby Allin gonna be this generation's Jeff Hardy?
No, Darby Allin is more of a
Vampiro.
Kinda.
Really?
Yeah, kinda.
All right.
I mean, Jeff Hardy was way more over than Vampiro, but not in Mexico. Mexico is a whole nother story. But
yeah, these two tore it down. They really took the opening match. We're gonna like follow that, motherfuckers. You know, on Eddie Guerrero's. It was Eddie Guerrero's birthday, death day.
I don't know. I didn't understand why everybody was in love with Eddie tonight or that night.
Because it was his birthday or his death day. It was one of the two, and it was in the place it was in the city he died in.
Oh, well, there you go.
Yes, it was in Minnesota or whatever, and he died at like the Hilton or something next to the Target Center, and Tony Khan wouldn't let them stay there, and they chose a different hotel. JR was talking about it.
Oh, I don't listen to tax cheats.
Oh, Jesus Christ, bro.
He's so
pretty. What, you mad? We go rumble. We're going to have our face off. Anyone wants to know what that joke is referring to, go listen to the 605 Super Podcast, The Mothership, where the great Brian Last accuses Conrad Thompson of tax evasion.
Oh, my.
He's just a hater.
Oh, my.
Fail.
You can't be playing with Uncle Sam like that.
All right, we're getting off track.
Oh, I thought it was pertinent to our conversation, but
okay, so MJF and Darby Allin was fantastic opening match to the event.
Yes.
Then we followed that up with the Lucha Brothers and FTR, which was a great fucking match. Again.
But
what?
The finish was terrible.
The finish was terrible.
It didn't make any sense.
Well, it would have made sense if they would have let the dude in the mask wrestle for a little while. Does that make sense? Because that was the end, right? Because they were trying to be like, which one of us is it? You don't know because we have a mask. Right?
Yeah, but that would work with a team that like one doesn't have very distinct tattoos and the other one has no tattoos at all.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the heat of it, man. You know what I mean? Refs miss stuff. Another great match by these two teams. FTR is fucking awesome. My love for them is well documented on this show. Their gear is fucking awesome.
And no, there's one more thing I'm going to drag out of him because I want him to say it out loud. So it's
say it out loud. Just say it with your chest.
What?
Their entrance music.
Oh yeah, it's new, and is it new?
Yes,
it's awesome.
You said it was the best in the biz.
I did. I also smoke a lot of weed. Yes, it sounds like the late 80s WCW Saturday night fucking shows. Like it's super synthesized and fucking 80s, and it's awesome.
It fits with the gimmick, but that's not.
It does. That's not a gimmick, bro. That's just who they are.
Okay.
All right.
You're right.
Not a fucking gimmick.
You're right. And I've got a rich mom from Louisville, Kentucky.
It's not a fucking gimmick.
And she's going to pay for me in the Midnight Express to win back these tag team belts Saturday night in the Omni. So be there.
That's just who they are. All right. Next, we had probably my favorite match of the night. Miro and Daniel Bryan. And man, you forget how good Rusev is.
Rusev, I always enjoyed Rusev.
Me too. And Daniel Bryan A great one out of him.
I want to go.
Love
I want to go back and watch that match because when I started seeing the ads for it, I was like, "Ooh, that's cool," because I don't remember ever seeing them before together. So yeah, I'm about to go find it.
They gave him a lot of time, and they used it. And Daniel Bryan is now the #1 contender for the championship. Bryan Danielson. Also, I love when JR fucks up on commentary in AEW. It's my favorite thing, by the way, because he's one of us, man. And, you know, he's just used to calling somebody something for so long, and then they got to change a gimmick. And you know what? Every now and then it slips. What are you going to do? You know what I mean?
What do you do?
Be a professional. That's what you do.
Jay, did you know Jim Ross is coming out with his own weed strain?
Ugh.
Or weed?
Really?
Weed? Yeah.
Probably a tax shelter for Conrad.
You're such a fucking hater.
So let's say, wait, before you go on, I just have a question about that in general, in terms of branding and names and all that. And I understand how WWE owns people's names or gimmicks or whatever. Okay, so Charlotte Flair. So let's just say Charlotte Flair is ready to do the step out and go to the other side of the street. How much of her name can she take? Did you take the whole thing?
I don't know. That's a question for Pumps. Yeah.
Doubt it.
She could be. Her real name is Charlotte, correct?
No. Her name is Ashley Fleer.
Oh, then that's who she would be.
But that's why, because her dad's already over there, and it's not like no one knows that that's her dad. I mean, they've got the same hips.
Rick's not an AEW.
No.
Where did he?
Not yet.
No, they just let him go. I think, yeah, when Pump says not yet, I think they're waiting till Charlotte becomes available and is going to bring him in as a package.
Oh, okay.
He would have already been there if Dark Side of the Ring hadn't aired.
Oh, that's true. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good question. I wonder who she can be.
Yeah, they would have to come together because it wouldn't make any sense any other way.
It could be a Cody Rhodes thing because if she went by Flair when she was in college and her volleyball games were televised, that establishes intellectual property pre-WWE, and there you go.
Look at that.
Well, that was Cody's thing.
You don't have a fucking. Does the Ranger Show have a legal counsel talking ass
no.
motherfucker like we do? I don't think so.
No, that was Cody's argument. Was he went as Cody Rhodes on when he was amateur wrestling.
I get what you're saying,
and it was broadcast on Georgia TV.
That makes a lot of sense.
So maybe.
I do deep dive into that.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good question. All right, so Pumps, do you have any notes on Miro and Bryan Danielson?
No, I mean it was great. It's like you said. I mean, you forget how good Miro is.
Yeah. And he lost.
And then he was wasted for his first 6 months with the company. But
yes. Yeah, I really hope they do something with him. And I think that's part of the reason why I like Dynamite and Rampage so much every week, because they have a lot of acts that don't get seen every week. So it's kind of cool, or on both shows, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. Like you almost forget some of these dudes are, you know what I mean? Like there for lack of a better term. You know what I mean? Yeah. And the fact that Dynamite's 2 hours and Rampage is 1 hour, I think you could do a 2 hour Rampage, but I wouldn't want to see a 3 hour Dynamite.
You could absolutely do a 2 hour Rampage, just not at that time slot.
Right. You know, like I'd be in for another hour of AEW wrestling.
Oh, absolutely.
But I wouldn't be in for it if it was one show being in 3 hours.
Yeah, no.
That's personally like.
Which is why when they tape everything, a lot of times the crowd is so dead because they've sat through the YouTube stuff, they've sat through Dynamite, and then they've sat through Rampage 45 minutes after Dynamite goes off the air.
Whew. That's like going to church in Louisiana.
Yep. It's a lot.
All right. Then we had probably the lamest match of the night, if you ask me.
Yeah,
Christian Cage and the Jurassic Express versus the Super Click. It was kind of corny. This one had late 90s WWF written all over it. I thought. Which I love late 90s WWF. It just seemed like it was, I don't know, just seemed corny.
This was one of the two matches I took a break on. Because, yeah. I mean, the thumbtack spot was cool, but I really wasn't paying too much attention. Me.
Yeah, it was whatever. All right. Then we've got Cody Rhodes and Pac versus Malachi Black and Andre El Idolo. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Cody's still getting heat.
Oh, man.
Nobody's fucking with Cody, but I think he likes it. I think he secretly likes it. Do you think he's into it or no? Or do you think he sees himself as a face and he doesn't understand why they're booing him?
No, because they said it. He's like, we get it. He went away. He went to Hollywood. It's like, no, you went to a back lot of TBS. Like, you didn't go to Hollywood. Calm down.
Hating ass pumps, dude.
Listen, when The Rock went Hollywood, he really did. Cody's biggest accolade is a bit part on Arrow.
What about the Big Show or whatever? The biggest
Go Big Show? I love the Go Big Show. It's great. And I'm excited for season 2 with T-Pain. But Teddy pin her ass down. But
I love T-Pain.
I do too.
T-Pain's great.
But, you know, that's not exactly going Hollywood.
You're good. I hate
fair enough.
You really hit us with the Teddy Pender ass down. Well played. I do love T-Pain, so that is hilarious.
Good stuff. All right. Then we brought.
Oh, then Nate took a break.
No.
Watson.
Is the thing I'm looking at skipping something?
Yeah. If you're about to say CM Punk, yeah.
I am. Oh, maybe this is like the male
D.
Yes, Dr. Britt Baker, and who did she wrestle?
Oh, you didn't watch?
Oh, I did watch. Who did she wrestle?
Tay Conti.
I watched a lot of it.
A lot of it, so not the whole thing. Oh.
Tell us about it, bud.
I love it. This is my favorite segment on the show. I mean, Tay Conti's not great, but Britt Baker is, and she did the best that she could. I don't know if anyone in the chat can convince me that Tay Conti is good. Have at it. I don't see it.
Let's go, chat.
I don't know. It's Britt Baker's great, but they're coming up to a point now where they're gonna need another big star to do something with, because they definitely don't have it. So
is that big star Nia Jax?
It better not be.
I've noticed she hasn't taken the WWE out of her name yet. You know, she usually when people leave, they take it out immediately.
Hey, did you guys see who's the little Marco Stunt looking British guy that was in NXT who was crying last time? Did you see his did you see his video he put out after getting cut again?
I did.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I thought it was really, really well done.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, he was pretending to cry again, and then he was like him talking to himself and telling himself, "Fucking, stop being a little bitch." Basically, it was cool. I thought it was really, really well done. It's worth a watch.
I mean, he'll be fine. His wife's been doing really well on the indie scene. I know Nate's a big fan of women's wrestling, so I'm sure he can keep everybody updated on her career.
Exactly. Exactly where to find her.
So,
yeah. What's her name?
I feel for him. They had to do something with him because he's too.
Oh, you don't even know her name. You can't shit on me.
I can't think of her name, but I know she's an indie wrestler.
Well, how do you know I don't have her pegged? It's one of my top female indie wrestler lists that I have on my.
Oh God, I need that list, please. Please give me that list. Just tell me who's number one.
It's my notes, man.
Just tell me who's number one.
I know who she is.
Oh, you don't know who she is? Okay.
You don't know who she is. I don't want to.
Oh, you're right. I probably don't. That's why I need you to enlighten me so I can look her up.
Okay, next.
That fish ain't biting.
Right?
Yes.
Eddie Kingston and CM Punk.
CM Pumps and Eddie Kingston.
CM Pumps and Eddie Kingston. I think this match had the coolest first 5 minutes I've seen in a wrestling match in a really long time. Now, I know you're probably going to tell me that New Japan did it fucking 5 years ago.
I am not going to shit on this pay-per-view. This was one of their best pay-per-views, if not the best pay-per-view they've ever done. So
I know, but the beginning of the match where he fucking, before they're announcing him, he gives him that spinning back karate chop to the neck.
Yeah.
That shit was cool. It was like out of the blue. I don't know. It was exciting.
RKO out of nowhere?
Nah, but it was like more real than that. You know what I mean? Like it was more like
yeah, sports-based entertainment. Yes.
Like when dudes get in each other's face at like the boxing fucking, weigh-ins and shit, but they were actually fighting.
Yes.
I don't know. It was cool.
It was.
CM Punk got blood for the first time like ever.
Wow.
That I can remember since like Ring of Honor, I guess, right?
Yeah, because this came up in our little chat. I would assume it's the first time since WWE CW, like real early on.
Right, because I don't remember him getting color in anything ever.
No, they would have been strictly PG by the time he was doing his thing. I mean, like he maybe got hard weighed with Cena once or something.
Right.
Do I remember him getting blood with The Undertaker at WrestleMania, or am I just making that up in my mind?
I know that's one of my favorite Punk matches.
Yeah, it's up there for me too. He really carried The Undertaker past the goal on that one.
I'm telling you, it's worth. That's the last match The Undertaker could actually work.
Yep.
Everything after that is absolutely downhill. Like. Yeah. 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 So that was pretty cool that he did that. The crowd was super pro Eddie Kingston. I remember that. Like, doing a lot of Eddies. And not for Eddie Guerrero, but for Eddie Kingston. And they just kind of beat the shit out of each other for like 12 minutes.
Yeah.
They didn't even really wrestle that much. They just fucking hit each other.
Yeah, I mean, it was a strong style match for sure.
Yeah. So that one was really, really good. Then we had another late 90s travesty. The Inner Circle versus the American, what are they called, man? The American Dream Team?
America's Top Team.
America's Top Team. It was awful.
Which has some homosexual overtones. Because I know quite a few tops. And they have been known to team.
It's about drive. It's about power.
Yeah. We stay hungry. We devour. And take what's ours. Oh, Lord.
After consent.
Allegedly. What?
Allegedly.
Oh, no, that's WWE. You're fine. Yeah, we're good.
My culture banging with strings.
It was awful.
was WCW Nitro bad, bro.
Oh wow.
None of those fucking. Then I mean bad, like 2000 Nitro, not like good Nitro.
This was No Limit Soldiers versus West Texas Rednecks.
100%. 100%. It's exactly what it was, bro. It was bad. It's bad. None of those UFC guys should be in a wrestling ring, and Dan Lambert should 1,000% not be in there taking bumps that just look awful.
Yep.
I don't even understand why they're even over there. It just
because they can't get Cornette.
Man, the few times I've watched and I've caught America's Top Team on there, it just looks so bad. It's just so awkward and so contrived. Just better, guys. Practice your lines.
Well, that Amanda Bynes or whatever her name is, she gets some actual heat. She's got some presence about her, but I don't know. I'm not a UFC guy, so what's her name? Is her name even Amanda? I don't know.
No, Amanda Bynes is that chick Disney actress.
I know. I was just saying that for the comedic
Paige
effect.
Van Zandt.
Yes, Paige Van Zandt. The one that said she could take on all 5 dudes at once.
Yeah.
We're a good wrestler.
Well, I didn't say it. Don't look at me, Shay.
Oh, I cracked up that with Jericho. Oh my God. Jericho's face was so good. He was just watching her like, please stop talking because I'm about to let you have it.
Yeah.
I'm eating Amish popcorn and the kernels are so small. This is like an Amish popcorn kernel. They're all so small. I don't know. Just felt like you guys should know that.
Huh.
Munchies.
I have
Speaking of small,
but this is not the format for them.
Jay Lethal makes his AEW debut.
I'm not going to give you that credit for that line, sir.
What one?
I heard what you said, speaking of small. I'm not going to give you credit for it.
Why?
Because it's terrible. That man is a phenomenal professional wrestler, and size does not matter in this company.
I love Jay Lethal.
I know you do, but you took the
I did.
Low road.
I took the low road.
And so does Jay Lethal because he's so short.
I'm not going to apologize for it. If you watched on Friday night, Jay Lethal actually debuted wrestling versus Sammy Guevara, and it was a great match. For a TV, like for a, first, whatever time they were allotted. I think Jay Lethal is fucking awesome. I think his music sucks. AEW's music director is atrocious. Like they have like 5 good themes.
Number one being Battle Cry.
If Battle Cry is the name of if Battle Cry is the name of Hangman Page's music, then maybe that's it.
It is not.
Yeah, so Jay Lethal's in AEW, and I'm here for it. Just another guy that can fucking work his ass off every week.
I'm just waiting for my fantasy booking for him and Adam Cole to just
baby
tear it down, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then we had the main event, the AEW World Championship.
2 years in the making.
2 years in the making. Hangman Adam Page versus Kenny Omega.
Wow.
They went, what'd they go? 30?
Yeah, 30, 35.
30, 35.
Nope,
and
25.
It was good.
25.
Oh, okay. It was great. It was, listen, for me personally, am I going to think of, in 5 years that fantastic Kenny Omega Hangman Adam Page match? Probably not. But watching it, I thought it was fantastic. It was worth the money. You know what I mean? I feel like here's the way I was doing it. I don't know if any of our listeners were following me on Instagram. But every match I would give a price what I thought that was worth. So
you ended up owing them money at the end of the night, Nate.
I just got really stoned and I just forgot. I was like, oh shit, I didn't even do the last match. But I'd be like, all right, this, the MJF RBL, and that was worth $7.50. The FTR and Lucha Bros, that was worth $9.25. And then see if you get up to the $54 that you paid for the pay-per-view. And I've bought their last 2 pay-per-views, and I get there every time. It's as a wrestling fan, I have no issue paying $54 every 3 months for a pay-per-view if they're going to be this quality. It seems like they go 4 hours every time now, and it's not even it doesn't feel like it drags, because most of the matches have some sort of build up because they only do them 3 months. It feels like I'm like explaining like Wrestling 101, but it's like, because everyone who watches the show obviously knows. They're like, yeah, Nate, we fucking get it. But like, I don't know. It's just worth the money. That's all. It's worth the money. Pumps, tell us about this championship match, buddy.
I mean, it was great. It told an amazing story. Kenny, no one has still kicked out of the one-winged angel, because that's what everybody said was going to happen, was that, Hangman was going to kick out of Kenny's finish. He was going to be the first person in North America to do it, or outside of Japan, rather, because the only one that's done it's Ibushi. And they didn't even need it, so they still got that in the bag for later on down the road. It was great. I mean, what more could you want? They told the story, 2 years in the making, 18 months, but whatever. And I mean, what more could you want? They paid it off. They had to pay it off now. And they did it.
Cut your facial hair like Kenny Omega's.
I did.
In honor of this match. And that's the kind of dedication that we bring you here on the Illuminerdi Wrestling Order. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, it was a great match. I'd actually want to watch it again. I wish you could save. Oh, speaking of, did you hear that AEW might be going to HBO Max?
That's been the rumor, but
But just like their catalog, right? Like not like their shows, obviously not. You got deals with networks, but like a hub on HBO Max. They have like DC and they have Adult Swim and all that stuff. And then you could because now what do they got? They got 2 years worth of shows, pay-per-views.
Yeah, they got 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, so they got 12, a dozen pay-per-views. 2 years of TV.
That's a good little starting block to throw onto a stream, because Warner owns them. So it's like, I think that'd be cool. I'd go back and watch some old shit.
Yeah, there's absolutely shows I would watch again for sure.
Yeah.
This does sort of stoke the flames of, well, if you have the Ring of Honor tape library also.
Right.
But
they haven't bought that yet, though, right? No?
No, from all reports, Ring of Honor is not, the tape library is not up for sale yet.
Because they're waiting for the WWE to make them an offer.
I mean, I hope not, but probably.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I don't.
Ring of Honor on Peacock.
Well, I mean, it's totally different. Like, the landscape is so different now. Like, they got the WCW library for absolutely nothing. Would they spend $2 million for WW or for ECW and WCW?
Yeah, probably around 5-ish, but yeah, so whatever, doesn't matter.
Yeah, so I mean, and streaming wasn't even a thing then.
I know.
So imagine what that content is worth now.
Well, it's not. Here's the thing, though. I think Ring of Honor is going to overvalue their asset, because WWE is like, outside of super hardcore fans, no one's going to buy the WWE network to watch Ring of Honor. It's a very small amount of people, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, I pay an absorbent amount of money for Honor Club, and that gives me access to the back catalog. So yeah, I get it, but that's also
what I'm saying is it's probably more valuable to a company like AEW that's trying to build their own tape library
Well, yeah, but would it work?
WWE.
Would it work for someplace like a Paramount, who's a newer network and doesn't have, and can't rely on the Warner Brothers or the Marvels or, like we have 10,000 hours of wrestling. Like, oh shit, I'll check that out.
Maybe.
Mhm.
Maybe.
I mean, it's content, and content is the name of the game now.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Mm.
Yeah, so AEW, anything happen on AEW this week that I'm missing? Since we have a
The Stone Pitbull came.
Oh, that's right.
Yes, and I'm just going to say this again. Chris Statlander is not in fucking chaos. Women do not compete in New Japan.
See?
Well,
See?
I'm sorry, one more time.
Chris Statlander. I want to give a real shout out to Chris Statlander, my personal friend of the show. She's killing it in chaos. She's my favorite chaos member. Holding it down for the females for New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Okada's in chaos, right? Well, no, you don't. Never mind.
Her trailblazer. And you should really be proud of yourself. Shout out to Chris Statlander. So the Stone Pitbull made his North American television debut, correct? Probably.
Correct. Yes.
It was okay.
Hiro Ishii.
Yeah, it was alright. It didn't do much for me.
It was a strong style match on AEW. What, Rampage?
Yeah.
So
I don't know. He was in a tag, I think.
Daz, it does not count. Don't you fucking start with me. Because that means Yujiro's bunny is in Bullet Club, and she's not.
Oh, Yujiro's bunny, favorite Bullet Club member.
Motherfucker.
When I think Bullet Club, I think of her. Just like when I think of Chaos, I think of Chris Statlander.
It is actually Shay's favorite member. But the girl with the bunny ears, Shay, and the butt cheeks. Shay gets it.
All right. Does anybody have any other notes from this week in wrestling that I have missed?
Releases.
Oh, yes. Go. Releases, Jay.
More releases coming from WWE. There's like no one going to be left working there. Hold on. Yes, indeed. So this week, Drake Maverick, as we mentioned. Also, Nia Jax, Ember Moon, Keith Lee, and Karrion Kross. And also, Ashanti Adonis, Isaiah Swerve Scott. They just brought him up. They literally just brought them up.
Yeah, all of it, bro.
Yeah, and John Morrison, right?
John Morrison, Jackson Riker, Shane Thorne, Tegan Knox, and Top Dollar. Poor John Morrison, because Miz is probably getting ready to come back because he's done with Dancing with the Stars.
And didn't Tegan Knox break her neck?
No, she tore both her ACLs one after that.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Well, it was like 6 months apart. She's been back.
I know, but I'm just saying, you go to battle back from double torn ACLs and then you just get cut. That sucks.
Same with Ember Moon. Ember Moon got jacked up with that stupid 24/7 belt nonsense. Got all screwed. She's lucky she wrestled again.
Yeah.
That's awful.
I mean, the women's talent pool is not great, so I think the women will be better off than the men. I feel bad for the men because there's fewer places to go. I mean, Impact doesn't have a budget to scoop up everybody.
Don't they, though?
No, they don't.
On Big Ten, if you could draft any of these people, where would you draft them to?
Of the recent releases?
Yes.
I would take Swerve 100%. I mean, Swerve would have to go to AEW because he's already done everywhere else.
Yeah.
I would say Ring of Honor, but that's not a thing anymore, or on hiatus.
Right.
I mean,
how long before the Briscoes show up in AEW?
Oh man, buddy, you will hear me scream like a bitch from here if that happens. Them boys, because there's only one feud that they have to have
with FTR.
Yeah. Yep. But of course, they'll have to get through the Bucks.
Yeah, right. The Bucks are the Cody Rhodes of the tag team division. If you're a tag, you gotta go through the Bucks.
All right.
Yep. Yeah, the only other thing I have is that New Japan and Pro Wrestling Noah are having a combo show. So I'm excited for that because I will watch it on what's that service I have? Yes, New Japan World. There you go.
Excellent.
Hey, do you have the code for to get this last Ring of Honor pay-per-view?
Of course I do.
Might want to slide that one to your boy.
We can do that.
I saw the promo that the Briscoes did about it, and
oh, weird. How'd you get that? How'd you get your hands on that one?
Did you send that to me?
Yeah, I did.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
I did. I think it's going to be a bittersweet show, but I'm excited for it.
All right. Well, I don't really like to do the view count thing when there's weeks that we missed because it gets all kind of like messed up. But shout out to the channel.
I mean, we're all still chasing Jay and our 200 million views.
I know.
I hope one day. One day.
The tribal chiefess is unfuckwithable.
Exactly.
If you will. But yeah, shout out to the channel. We seem to be getting a lot of views. I think we've moved formats to like videos that are under 5 minutes, and a lot of them. But they're getting the views, so I like it. This show only competes with shows that are over an hour.
Yes.
That's so you know, that's just you know, we can't beat the Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is Bruce Campbell in it view count. You know what I mean? It's hard to beat that. A lot of people want to discuss that. A lot of people are apparently really interested that they announced Spider-Man freshman year. 436 people. So
like, is that I thought Sony and Marvel's partnership was on the rocks. I guess I'll have to tune in.
I guess you'll have to watch the 2 minute and 43-second video, probably hosted by Asher
Freiberg.
Ashley Simpson.
I don't know him.
He's the voice of the Illuminerdi now.
Apparently.
He's like our version of the guy that does the trailers, like in a world where there can be only one.
In the Marvel universe, there is only one Bruce Campbell.
Yeah. So I hope everybody has a really good Thanksgiving.
Yes. Gobble gobble, bitches.
Yeah.
Period.
And we want to hear what you end up making, Jay, as your, because I mean pad thai for Thanksgiving I'd be into.
Yeah, I just can't. I mean, I have to make the usual suspects, of course, but I'm going to make very small portions of them because I'm over it. If I had my way, I would just do like some steaks, the pad thai, maybe like an Asian chicken salad. And
have it be your way then. What's the problem? That's how it is.
So, we got stuff up here. I really want some gumbo, but I don't want to make it. I'm gonna have to find me some gumbo. Somebody making gumbo.
Somebody bring some gumbo.
I think my aunt's making it, so I might have to pull up on them. So, but yeah, that's it. Follow me, Giandra LaBeouf, on my stuff. I'm the only Giandra LaBeouf in the world. So if you Google me, it's me.
That's right.
Fucking shit.
Follow me on all my stuff. And when I say all my stuff, it means probably Instagram. At Nathan Has Skill.
Go check the new music video.
Yeah, go check my new music video out. Shot entirely on location in Ireland.
Yeah, buddy.
Yeah. That's why he brought the photographer with him, not to propose.
That's just how we do. That's just how we do.
Nate
yeah.
got the money.
Yeah. New album coming out in December. The Last Laugh with my partner Dust Mites as Cold Slither. Pumps, what about you, buddy?
Yes, shout out to my mother for coming down for my birthday and getting me my super cool 4-0 hat. Yeah, Pump61 on Instagram. That's all I got. Be safe, everybody, because it is wild out there.
Yo.
It is wild in the streets. And I live in the South.
Are acting a pure ass. Yeah, you be careful. Shit, I need to be careful because the hood been a little bit more lawless than normal. So we're going to stay low on Thanksgiving for sure.
Right on. Be safe, everybody.
Well, we love you. We'll see you next week. Have a great holiday. Will we see you next week? Yeah, we'll see you next week. Have a great holiday. And stay.
Thank you, Daz. Thank you, D-Star, and everybody.
Thank you to everybody who came to the chat.
Yay, chat buddies.
Appreciate you guys.
And we'll be back.
At least I have chicken.
At least I have chicken.